Welcome back to another episode of Energy Express. I'm your host, Zach Harold, and I'm right back here in our YouTube studio in Charleston where we record a lot of our cooking videos. You got a Tabata, but what is Tabata? Well, Olivia Mackey's here to tell us.
Hi everyone, I'm so glad you're here to work out with me today. My name is Olivia and I work in the College of Physical Activity and Sports Science at West Virginia University. Today I'm going to lead you through an activity called a Tabata. If you have never done a Tabata before, this will be the perfect opportunity to give it a try. Tabata routines are great because you can include as many exercises in your routine as you want, switching up the exercises and making it as short or as long as you'd like for it to be. I have already selected 4 exercises for today's workout, and I will share those with you in just a bit. The way that a Tabata works is we will do each exercise for 20 seconds with a 10-second rest before jumping into the next exercise. Round 1 is complete once we have finished all 4 exercises. So with the way that ours is set up today with 4 exercises, each round will last 2 minutes. Our Tabata routine today is not very long, but you will see that it is an effective way to get in a challenging workout in a little amount of time. Before we get started, let's get our muscles nice and warm with a few warm-up exercises. To practice the work and rest timing we will do in the Tabata routine, we'll go ahead and use them for our warm-up as well. For the warm-up, we will do 3 exercises: high knees, windmills, and box jumps. We will do each warm-up exercise for 20 seconds and then rest for 10 seconds. We will repeat each exercise twice for a total warm-up time of 3 minutes. If you don't know what these warm-up exercises are, don't worry. I'm going to demonstrate them for you in a minute. Before we begin, please make sure that you are in an open space with enough room to move around in without bumping into anything. If you want to practice the warm-up exercises with me, please feel free to join in. If you prefer to just watch and learn for now, that's fine too. Our first exercise in our warm-up is high knees. For this exercise, you're just going to march in place, driving your knees up high. Our second warm-up exercise is windmills. Spread your feet apart wide and start with your hands out to your side. You are going to reach down and touch your opposite hand to your opposite foot. Try to do this without bending your knees to feel a stretch in the back of your leg. Our last warm-up exercise is box jumps. For this exercise, you're going to pretend that you are standing inside of an invisible box. Point out the 4 corners of your square. You're going to jump into each corner, creating a square pattern. Alright, now that we've reviewed all of the warm-up exercises, let's go ahead and get started. Just a reminder, make sure you are in an area with enough space to perform each activity without bumping into anything. Okay, get ready for our first exercise, high knees. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1, rest. Three, 2, 1, rest. Three, 2, 1, rest. 1, rest. Three, 2, 1, rest. Three, 2, 1, rest. Great job, everyone. Okay, that is the end of our warm-up. Now that our muscles are all warmed up and we are ready to do some work, we will begin our Tabata routine. The exercises that I chose for today are jump squats, push-ups, static lunges, and a plank. If you don't know how to do these exercises, don't worry, I will demonstrate them for you in just a bit. You will not need any equipment to do these exercises. Our first exercise is jump squats. Before you begin, you want to make sure that your feet are shoulder width apart and your toes are facing forward. You can put your arms out in front for balance if you'd like. Next, you are going to sit back like you are sitting in a chair. You want to sit far enough back that your knees make a 90-degree angle. You are then going to explode and jump up as high as you can. When you land, you want to land with soft feet sitting back into your squat position. You will continue until time is up. You can jump as slow or as quickly as you'd like, as long as you are keeping the proper form like we just discussed. Our next exercise is push-ups. I know most of us have done these before, so just some quick tips. First, when you are in push-up position, your back should be flat like a board. Second, when doing a push-up, you want to go far enough down so that your elbows make a 90-degree angle and your chest is close to the ground. Last, if this feels a little too hard or you start to feel tired, you can drop down to your knees to make the exercise a little easier. Just make sure that your back is still flat. Our third exercise is lunges. To do a lunge, you are simply going to take one big step forward with your toes facing forward. You are then going to bend at the knees, dropping your back knee down towards the ground. Your knee should not touch the ground, but it should come very close. You will then stand back up straight and repeat alternating legs each time. Again, you can do these as quickly or as slowly as you'd like, as long as you are keeping proper form. Our last exercise for today's routine is a plank. There are two ways to do a plank. First, you can hold the plank position with straight arms, sort of like a push-up. Just like a push-up, for a plank, you want to keep a flat back. None of this, and we don't want to see any of this either. We want to see you have a flat back, just like a board. The second way to do a plank is to go down to your forearms. Your forearm is the part of your arm between your wrist and your elbow. Whichever way you choose to do the plank is up to you. We will do our best to hold this position for the entire 20 seconds. If you need to take a rest, that is fine. Just make sure it is a quick one. Okay, now that we have reviewed all of the exercises, let's run through the Tabata routine one more time. In this routine, we have 4 exercises that will work our whole body. We will do each exercise for 20 seconds and then rest for 10 seconds before beginning the next exercise. We will repeat each exercise twice for a total of 3 rounds. Remember, each round is 2 minutes long, so if we are doing 3 rounds, our Tabata routine will last for 6 minutes. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get started. Get ready. 3, 2, 1. Three, 2, 1, rest. Remember, if it feels too hard or you feel like you're getting tired, you can drop down to your knees to do the push-up. Almost done. 3, 2, 1, rest. Great job, keep it up. 3, 2, 1, rest. Three, 2, 1, rest. Great job. That's the end of round 1. Let's get ready to start round 2. Three, 2, 1, rest. 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 Last one. Great job, guys. Three, 2, 1, rest. Awesome job, guys. We are done. Whew, that was hard work, but you guys crushed it. Before we wrap up today, let's take a moment to cool down and stretch. Just follow my lead. Let's start with a standing quad stretch. If you have trouble balancing with this one, you can hold on to something near you. Okay, let's switch legs. For this next stretch, go ahead and take a seat on the ground. Keep one leg straight out, and with the other leg, place the bottom of your shoe on the inside of your upper leg. Reach towards your toes. If you can't touch your toes, that's okay. Just reach as far as you can without bending your knees. Switch legs. On this next stretch, let's stretch out those chest and back muscles. Start by placing your hands in front of you, touching one another, like I am here. Then, still keeping your elbows bent, bring your arms out to your side. If you are doing it correctly, it will look like a football field goal. Okay, on this last stretch, we are going to take one arm and cross it over our body, like you see me doing here. Take your other hand and gently apply pressure on your elbow. Switch arms and do the same thing on the other side. Alright everyone, that is it for our program today. I hope you enjoyed our Tabata. I encourage you to take what you learned with me today and create your own Tabata, choosing your own exercises. Thank you so much for joining me. See you next time.
4-Hers Hannah and Paige are going to show us how to make our very own terrariums out of mason jars.
Welcome. My name is Hannah and this is my friend Paige. Today we will be making mason jar terrariums. Here is an example of one we made earlier.
The supplies you will need for your terrarium. You will need soil, a spoon, gravel, larger rocks, a mason jar, a plant, water, charcoal, and moss.
First you will need to wash your jar and your hands to make sure there is no harmful bacteria or buildup.
Next, we will need to add the gravel. This will serve as a closed ecosystem.
After you add your gravel, you will add activated charcoal on top. This filters out any impurities.
Next, we will add soil. And if you would like to, you can put ground up eggshells to make sure it does its job correctly.
After you add your soil, make sure that you dig a small hole in the middle to put your plant in. After you put your plant in, you can add moss and larger rocks.
We might need to add a little bit more soil if we need to. What plants and decorative touches are you going to put in your terrarium? To finish off our layering in our jar, we need to add a little bit of water, that way our plant can survive. However, we do not want to flood the plant, so we only need add about a half inch of water.
After you add the water, put the lid back on and make sure it is tight so the condensation stays inside.
How do closed ecosystems, terrariums, relate to larger ecosystems? We hope you had lots of fun building your terrariums at home. Bye!
Okay, wasn't that cool? Well, if you like that, you're really going to love this.
Why did the grape stop in the middle of the road? Because he ran out of juice. What kind of apple isn't really an apple? A pineapple. Why did the banana go to the doctor? Because he wasn't peeling very well. Hi, my name is Katie Kaiser. I am 10 years old. This is my 3rd year in 4-H and my 2nd year in cooking. Today, I'm going to be demonstrating how to make delicious rainbow fruit skewers. It don't really matter what you call them. Fruit skewers, fruit kebabs, or fruit on a stick. They're delicious anyway. They're great for after-school snacks and on-the-go treats. The ingredients that I'm going to be using today are strawberries, cantaloupe, pineapple, honeydew, blueberries, purple grapes, and marshmallows. Of course, they are the colors of the rainbow. The first step that you need to do is go to your local grocery store and pick out all the fruit that you're going to be using on your skewer. Make sure you check the due date and try to get the freshest fruit possible. Next, bring your fruit home and wash it and dry it. The way that I do it is I get a big bowl, put my fruit and some water in it, let it sit for a minute, get a big old colander, and strain out all my water. Then, I dump all my fruit onto a paper towel and pat it dry. Next, you're going to need a sharp knife and a cutting board. Be careful not to cut yourself. Then cube your cantaloupe, pineapple, and honeydew. If you have large strawberries, you can also cut them into halves or quarters. Then think up a fun pattern to put on your skewer. Then, once you have a fun little idea, start assembling. I'm going to be doing rainbow, so I'm going to start with a marshmallow as a cloud and stick it on. You can use whatever you would like. Then, just continue your pattern. So, strawberry for red, cantaloupe for orange, pineapple for yellow, honeydew for green, blueberries for blue. Sometimes your blueberries can be small, so I think I'm going to use 3 to 4 blueberries. And then a purple grape. And last but not least, to finish it off, another marshmallow for your last cloud. And there you have it. A simple, quick, easy fruit skewer. If you have extra time and you're feeling creative, if you have little cookie cutters, you can take a big chunk of your fruit and push your cookie cutter down in. Then you'll end up with a fun little shape. I made little flowers out of the strawberry, cantaloupe, pineapple, and honeydew. Then I just assembled it like the last. And if you're feeling extra creative, you can melt down some chocolate and also drizzle that on top of your skewer. I melted down milk chocolate chips, but you can use milk chocolate, dark chocolate, semi-sweet, milk, white chocolate, or anything that your little heart desires. Again, thank you for your time, and I hope you enjoyed this simple recipe for healthy little fruit skewers.
Thanks for joining us for another episode of Energy Express. I hope you have a wonderful day.